Admission orders and medication reconciliation using CPOE. We have a patient that's in the ER setting. I'll go to emergency on my rounding list here, identify the patient, this one here, problem list. That's the patient we're going to be admitting through CPOE as well as performing medication reconciliation. So I'll highlight the patient, click on order at the bottom, yes. I want to click on transfer because the patient's going to be leaving ER and moving to another location in the facility. We'll choose inpatient admission and we want to send them telemetry, and then we'll click the OK button. Within the transfer window itself, we identify the 4 home medications the patient has reported that they take at home. I can see those 4 here. They are sorted by medication class. I'm going to go ahead and check the formulary for the inpatient side and see how many of these 4 actually match our formulary. The way that I do that is up at the very top, this continue in gray. If I click the gray here, it now goes and makes a check of the formulary itself to identify if these medications are on the formulary itself. From this window, you can go through and identify that I want to continue all by checking the gray check mark at the top. It'll automatically check all of them. Or if I only wanted to check 3 of them, and let's do atenolol, lisinopril, and the metformin, and leave the simvastatin off. That's an example of how you could do this individually itself. So I'm going to go ahead and say I want to do all 4 of these. I'll click OK. The system goes through and it actually is now preparing the medication orders for these 4 medications. So these are the inpatient versions themselves. They're all going to start today. 3 of them are daily, so they're going to be 10 a.m. and then there's one that's a PM dose at 1700. I click on Done Continue. I'm taken back to my transfer window. The home medications indicate that they have all 4 been continued, and I can see down here below these are my new medications that they're the inpatient versions themselves. So the second part of this is actually entering my admission orders. The way that I do that is in the upper right hand corner, click on Add More, and over in the upper left there's some options. I'm going to choose Order Sets. And then there's an actual set we're going to use is this admission general order set here. I can go ahead and check mark this order set. And when I check mark that, there are actually some linked sets that are associated to it. These are disease specific or core measure related itself. So if I needed to access these sets as well, I can check mark them and include them in my admission order sets. But for right now, I'm going to go with just the admission order set and the pain protocol. I'll leave those 2 check marked, click on Done Continue. It will now open up those order sets so that I can review the orders that are within that itself. So my admission diagnosis is here. Let's go ahead and check mark. We want orders for vital signs, INO. Let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and put the patient on bed rest for right now. We'll scroll down slightly. Diet, I'm going to go do NPO. For fluids, let's go ahead and order D5 half NS. Keep scrolling down. Let's do Tylenol tablet for pain and fever. It's the only one we want for pain right now. Let's go ahead and order Restoril for sleep. Let's keep going down, see what else we have. Nothing for DVT prophylaxis at this moment right now. However, let's do an order for CBC tomorrow morning. Let's also do a BMP tomorrow morning. Keep going down. And I'd like to order a physician consult. And this red pencil here, clicking on the red pencil allows me to go in and identify who this is going to be. So this is actually going to be for Dr. Barone. Sorry. Clicking on the red pencil of the physician consult allows me to identify the physician we want to have consult with the patient. We're going to do Dr. Barone. And reason for consult is small bowel obstruction. Alright, let's scroll down just more and see if there's anything else. And here's our pain protocol. We order the Tylenol itself, so I'm not going to be ordering this Tylenol here. I don't think there's anything else on the pain protocol that we want. So I'll go ahead and click on Done. On my admitting diagnosis, it stops me. It identifies that I need to identify a problem for this patient itself. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Problem here. If there were active problems for this patient, possibly from a previous visit, they would show here. This patient doesn't have any, which sort of indicates that they either have never been to our facilities previously or they just have not had problems documented. So I'm going to go ahead and type in, let's try bowel obstruction, and here's our small bowel obstruction. So I'll go ahead and check mark that. And This patient also has additional problems, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this as just my mini diagnosis itself. This is the reason we're admitting the patient. I'll document the additional problems within my documentation itself. So go ahead and click OK. There we go, and it saves the small bowel obstruction, and now it's just going to go through all the medications and identify if there's any medications that need additional information. Here's just some special instructions regarding the Narcan. Let's go ahead and click OK. And it's just processing the rest of the orders. Looks like everything is done. If I scroll down, I can see the rest of my admission orders themselves. I click on Done at the very bottom. It now reviews everything and shows here are all my transfer orders themselves. I'll go ahead and click Submit here and enter my PIN number. And this actually files all of my admission orders directly in the system. So I've just completed admission orders in the system. I've done my MedRec, and everything is complete now.